So we'll switch and we are going right to Tiny Toons. This is a really cool one. Tiny Toons, if you've never seen this before, I feel is like one of the most underrated speedrunning games. Since we're a little bit ahead of schedule, I'll actually show you why. Because like, let's say you play this game. Some people have played this one, a lot of people have missed it though. But let's say you play this one. So it's very similar to Mario 3 where you have like a P speed thing going on. And at some point, like you see for frames there, like he's starting to run, right? The levels in this game are designed in such a way that you'll almost never see like this running animation. So like that. You'll never be able to run through these levels because there's always something like this in the way, there's an enemy in the way. This literally is like a one-hit death game, so you just immediately die. And you don't get to utilize that running, so it just doesn't happen. Oops, I meant to start there. So why this is a really cool speedrun is, we will show you. So let's say go. So it has a glitch that immediately you can maintain your momentum, and it looks ridiculous because you can kind of slide on your belly and you can keep sliding on your belly infinitely. So you just fly. It has probably some of the most unique movement, I would say, in all of NES speedrunning. And it's definitely a developer oversight. You're not supposed to like maintain your momentum as you keep sliding through this. And this is a very, very cool way to play the game. It's really funny too, how it looks the entire way. But the levels are broken down to like multiple different characters. We use Plucky in the first few levels because he has access to flight. There's a couple of spots that we can go here, like we can fly in this section and we can get over top of the level, and that allows us to obviously beat the level pretty quickly. And there's a water section where the duck can swim the fastest, which makes a lot of sense. Like if you put a cat in water, it's probably not going to swim really fast, but the duck actually has like proper swimming animation. He's quickest at swimming, so you basically use him as a combination of swimming and flying for the first couple of levels. After level 3, we switch to the cat, and he's got the power of climbing. So there is a clip right here. It's kind of annoying to get. We got it. The clip itself, like you see that and you think like, man, there's got to be like all kinds of like clips in this game. There is not. Weirdly, that's like the only spot that you can clip that's like beneficial in the speedrun. There's no other spot in the speedrun that you can clip through a wall. So it's just that one wall, and I don't know why. But I need to shut up for a second because there's an audio cue here. This boss. Oh, it was slightly late. That's okay. We still got him. So, absolutely optimal. You don't actually want to collect a heart at all. Secondarily optimal. We don't want to lose this heart for the rest of the game. So the heart allows us to take an extra hit. There's no damage boosting in this game. And something very arbitrary that you need to kind of pay attention to is your carrot count of all things. So you can see in the bottom left-ish, it said I had 18 carrots, and I don't know what I have now, but you don't want a multiple of carrots that can be divided by 11, as weird as that sounds. Because if you have a multiple of 11, like divisible by 11, you'll get sucked into a bonus game that like literally wastes like 40 seconds that you can't escape, which very ironically is supposed to give you extra lives and help, but in the speedrun that's bad. So, and this is the water level that I was talking about. This is one of the most frustrating levels in this game. If you push down, you can do like this belly slide. The duck is the only person, or the animal, whatever, that can do the belly slide thing, but it's like seemingly random when it works. So like sometimes you'll be like ready to slide with the duck and then see it like that, like it doesn't start up. Sometimes it's immediate, sometimes you just get stuck there like this. Like, duck, go! And there's nothing that you can do. Look. Alright, we'll walk. Like, what do you want me to do? Go. Okay. And it's like, I don't understand. Like, it's such a huge deal on this one stage. So you can enter, it says like 162, right? You can enter as high as like 173, I've seen. And it can be like that. Like I literally just lost like 10 seconds for like no reason, just because he didn't want to do it. And then it's again, that's it. Like, it's just like up to the game to allow you to slide. So it's the best level for sure. You start every level with a little bit of iframes. We use that in this level to jump between that pirate and then like over this mast. And we get into like this little section here. There's a despawn if we walk into that ledge and then grab the heart here. This mouse rat, whatever he is, no longer has an anvil, which is huge because that one anvil is incredibly hard to control. So, whoop. Okay, that was scary.
I know you were thinking.
Oh man! Oh man! So I'm sorry, Alex. I didn't turn the alerts off. I think that probably came through. Okay, so we have a pirate. That's the slow pattern. It depends on the pixels. Yeah, it was a slow pattern. Okay. Also, we can hit our face here. Most important part of the run. That's probably the only time that you can do that without actually losing time, so I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, I'm glad. Okay, so from here, say goodbye to the duck. It's 100% cat now. So it's the cat's time to shine, literally for the rest of the game. We don't see the duck again. So this level, actually in my opinion, even though it's like random level in the middle of the game, this jump here, okay, and here. Oh, so close. Both of those sections are probably, I think, back to back the hardest in the entire game. So we lost our heart, which is not great, but luckily there's not really anything that's hard coming up, and there's a backup towards the last boss in this section, so we shouldn't take a hit until maybe, again, whoops. We shouldn't take a hit until like maybe like one other screen coming up anyway. But like the next few screens, it's pretty hard to take a hit, so. Yeah, funny enough, Taz is absolutely worthless in this game. Or what is his name? It's not Taz, it's yeah, whatever his name is, Dizzy or something? He's the only character that can't do this sliding glitch, and he can't run. So, you don't get to see him at all. Literally, not even a single time. So that was an incredibly hard strat to do. Especially without our heart, it's scary. Whoop, we got stuck on that wall. So yeah, luckily, the reason that we use the cat here is actually this one wall right here. You can jump on this wall and slide over. If you go through the rest of the level as normal with the duck, like you literally lose close to probably 20 seconds on this screen alone. So that's the only reason that we use the cat. You could technically do all the same stuff, but that one screen is the only reason that we use the cat on this like whole little level section. So this boss was random. He can appear on the left or the right. You can't really control either or. And really easy to kill either way. So we're entering probably, again, the hardest, I would say, not to die because it's like instant death everywhere. Or no, we're not. I'm a liar. We still have like that junk town. So this level is still kind of hard. It's not the hardest though. But there's a pretty scary jump coming up here too, once you transform into the cat. But luckily there's like a safe way to do it, I would say, in like a marathon setting. And we just halt our momentum here, and then we jump off this block. You'll line up with the other block, and the only scary thing about this is if you don't block, like if you don't stop on that one block, you can clip through the block that you're trying to slide on and you can just instantly die. So unless you're going for like world record strats, probably not a good idea. This level is stupid. Probably one of the harder levels, I would say. Also, to just do properly, to make sure that you're not taking a hit and like not breaking your momentum. There's a lot of jumping enemies that like popping out of, you know, like crevices or whatever the case is. and then we're done. So we're coming up to probably one of the scariest bosses in the whole run. It's the gorilla. Get in the door. He was like 1 pixel away. Scottish Brave, welcome on in. So we have a climbing section, and then we have... Thank you. We have the gorilla boss. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have to count to 8 there, otherwise you won't make it up. That's why my brain was kind of like stumbling, because I was literally counting in my head as I started doing that. So yeah, this boss coming up is absolutely stupid. I also do it in a very terrifying way. No other runner does this, but I hang down here, just jumping on this one pillar. So we do that to avoid the hit stun. Okay, it didn't even matter. We do that to avoid the hit stun, because if you're on the ground, when the gorilla above... Oh boy, okay, it's so hard to explain this while doing it. Basically, you can get hit stunned. And if you get hit stunned, then you just take a hit. Also, for every gorilla that just like walks off the ledge like this, you lose like 5 seconds. Okay. That one's okay. I will take that. But it's really hard to explain that fight and think and then jump on the wall like that at the same time. So now we're entering Wacky Land. This is probably one of the harder places to just not straight up die, because basically the entire thing is a pit. It starts off with some pretty scary jumps. Okay, we got them. Really easy to die on that section. Easy to die on all of these other sections as well. This is gonna be too soon. I'm actually gonna stop that jump before I finish. I literally felt that was too short. But it's really easy to clip through some of these. Okay, sure. I was gonna say, it's really easy to clip through some of these sections as well. And it's really easy to lose your heart on this one final section right here. So we're gonna try not to do that. This jump right there. Okay, we didn't lose our heart. Good, so it's a short section. We have to collect all these birds, and then we have to give all of these tiny birds to the bigger bird, and then logically, being reunited with their family, it turns into like this key, which, there you go, we grab the key and then we're out of here. So we really want a heart leading into the next screen. In particular, like if there's one screen that you want a heart in this entire game, it's the dark section in level 6. And the reason is because there's like these cops that can hit you extremely easily, and it's so easy to death loop on this stage. They take away your vision. It was obviously like a thing that they liked to... Okay, that's great, we lose our heart. So, there we go. Just literally saying. Anyway, now we do... Okay, we made it through anyway. But this a terrible section to not have an extra hit on. Very easy to die there. And here we go. This is an oddly easy section to die on too. These like ooh boy, that was like in the cat's nose. These like money bag things are very easy to take a hit to by accident. They have a weird hitbox, I would say. And we're entering the final area. Yeah, this was a hard game as a kid, like... So we're versing Montana Max. Here we go. This was actually PB pace if I didn't take a death there. This was pretty quick. So he takes 3 hits, he's random if he comes left or right. The length of these boxing gloves are also random, and the coin, oh boy, the coin trajectory is also random. But we got him. That was actually a pretty decent boss fight. He cooperated in a way that I was able to jump on him almost every single time, so. That concludes Tiny Toons. Very fun game. I know, like a lot of people when they're doing the speedrunning thing in marathons, they say, well, like we have a community, we have a Discord. This game doesn't have a community. It doesn't have a Discord. Like, please, for the love of God, run this game. Like, it's a really cool NES game. Nobody runs it. It's a very fun game. But yeah, please, like, please, Hayfield, I'm looking at you. But yeah, my PB in this one is 12:59. Without the death, I think that was PB pace. 13:17 is not that bad. So we'll take it. It's definitely not easy to do in Tiny Toons. Like, every death in this game is like 30 seconds usually, so it's pretty bad. Yeah, there's no Discord for this one, there's nothing.